Later today, the New York Stock Exchange will hold a moment of silence for President Carter.
It is just one of the many tributes being paid from former presidents to politicians right here in our area. For that part of the coverage this morning, let's turn now to Eyewitness News reporter Phil Taitt in the newsroom. Phil?
Yeah, Mike, good morning. Former President Jimmy Carter, a Georgia peanut farmer who vowed to restore mortality and truth to politics after an era of White House scandal and redefined post-presidential service, has died at the age of 100. Well, his efforts etched into the fabric of our country after introducing himself to our nation back in 1976, pledging to chart a way forward with honesty, the hallmark of his presidency, human rights, and what would define his time in office, his ability to bring peace between countries like Israel and Egypt that's still in place to this day. Now, while also tackling issues from climate change, gas lines, and even rising inflation. Now, reaction pouring in from across the country overnight, including from the presidents that would follow his time in office. Former President Clinton saying in part, quote, he worked tirelessly for a better, fairer world, and guided by his faith, President Carter lived to serve others until the very end. President-elect Trump reflecting on Carter's legacy, saying the challenges Jimmy faced as president came at a pivotal time for our country, and he did everything in his power to improve the lives of all Americans. For that, we all owe him a debt of gratitude. Former President Obama saying the 39th president's Noble Acceptance speech, in which he said, God gives us the capacity for choice. We can choose to alleviate suffering. We can choose to work together for peace. They said he made that choice again and again over the course of his 100 years, and the world is better for it. Former President Bush said Carter was a man of deeply held convictions. He was loyal to his family, his community, his country. President Carter dignified the office, and his efforts to leave behind a better world didn't end with the presidency. President Biden also reflecting on Carter's life. Let's take a listen.
You know, Jimmy Carter stands as a model of what it means to live a life of meaning and purpose, a life of principle, faith, and humility. His life dedicated to others.
And in an expression of public sorrow, President Biden has directed all United States flags be displayed at half-staff on all public buildings, military posts throughout the United States for the next 30 days, and has declared January 9th of next year a National Day of Mourning.